Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
To number 48.
A huge play there right off the bat. 63 yards.
And the Browns first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Now Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
What we got? What we got? Check nickel.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The 20. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Complete.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
27 on the play.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Burrow looking to pass. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Browns 14, Bengals nothing.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Burrow on third down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to let this one go. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go play action with Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 2nd.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd and a yard, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
He was brought down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season, and the Browns add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 20.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They'll give this one to Galladay. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, Bengals 10.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was taken down by...
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Number 24.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And some room to work. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
At the 25-yard line, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. There he goes left side, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It was covered by Denzel Ward.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
fielded just inside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Regular. Hey, alert.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
On the carry.
Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Jacob Phillips
Charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
That's good.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Play is a turnover on downs.
The Browns drive about to get started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down at the 50-yard line.
Get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Point it right.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Down at the 23.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
51, Mike 51. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike 51.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Two times. Hey, we got 3 down. 51 to Mike. 50.
And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score, Browns.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis